Steve, we always were going to talk. We're not supposed to talk. Hey, what's going on? Mark and Steve, cops react with Fugitive Watch and Stolen I Won. We lost Scott. He quit, and he quit, right?
Yeah, he's in old San Juan,
Puerto
Rico.
Yeah.
Rico.
I was there in the military years ago. Yeah, I saw he sent pictures of us with lizards and stuff, big iguanas walking around.
Was that what those were? I said you better watch out for his big brother, man.
They were like
baby alligators.
They said they wanted his French fries. He said.
Do they have alligators in Puerto Rico?
I don't remember. They had big. I was on Viegas. I was in the main island, obviously, and then I went out to the island of Viegas.
That's where they do. You guys do training out there, right?
Well, yeah. I don't know if they still do. I think the military left that. I may have left it. Marines. A lot of the Marines are there right now. And then, yeah, it was. It's a interesting place. There's a murder that happened on Viegas at a resort a couple years ago, and I got a brief on it. It was really weird circumstances. A guy from Texas, a young man from Texas, went out there to visit on vacation, met a girl, and they found him dead on the beach, like a couple hours from the resort. And the girl went back to the United States. She was from like New Jersey or something like that. And they investigated it. I know I'm calling out right now. I don't think the police in Puerto Rico did a very good job of it. And I remember I met with the family last year in Dallas, and they were going over the circumstances. Me and another private detective were talking to them about maybe some follow-up over there. And but it was really weird, the whole thing. But Vegas is cool, but it's kind of remote. It's beautiful.
Is it a Marine base?
It's I can't remember. It was a little. I think it was a camp. Yeah, it was in the 80s, a long time ago.
Oh yeah. Well, did you see that CHP car in
Pendleton? That's a CHP.
Pendleton got hit by shrapnel.
CHP sergeant's car. That's a sergeant's car, and then one of the motorcycles both got shrapnel. You know, and so there's a lot of. I want to say that it's not normal to shoot artillery like that or the freeway, but it does happen.
But that's Camp Pendleton, right?
Yeah, it does happen occasionally, but
is that Oceanside? Oceanside?
Yeah, it's Oceanside, San Clemente. It's up and down that way there.
Okay.
So it's kind of weird. That was kind of weird. You know, my son's at Lejeune, and he said, no, there's signs on certain parts of the highways that say, hey, there might be something flying over your head. You know, so it's actually something that happens. But there was a lot of closure issues. The highway patrol was stop and go. Like, are we going to shut it down or not? And then it got delayed, and it happened, and that's the only way to get from L.A. to San Diego. You know, Orange County, San Diego.
That's it.
At that time, that's it, man. So that stops everything unless you're going to go way around the backside. What's that? 15 maybe. You know, to get into San Diego that way. So yeah. So that's a weird spot here. Let's see who's with us now. Anybody with us? Okay.
Let's go
there, and I'm gonna make sure we're working here. Hold on a second.
That's going like through Imperial County and out in the desert out that way.
Yeah. Okay, we're working on YouTube. We're working on Facebook. I know. Listen, we're just talking away. And Fugitive Watch. Oh yeah, man, that guy's good looking on that show. All right, we're talking about Steve.
We should have got Scotty to jump in, man, from San Juan, man, on location.
Oh, I think
with his
10 o'clock.
With his mojito.
10 o'clock, he's probably mojito, and he's rum drink and
Cuba Libre
and a casino.
So
when I was
Cuba Libre.
So when I was in Puerto Rico, I had just turned 18. Well, no, I'm coming up on my 19th birthday. I'd been in the Marines almost a year. And this was right after we invaded Grenada. So it was about 6 months after that.
That was a hell of a weekend.
And we went back out there to practice the Grenada thing again. It was the 101st Airborne versus like a battalion of Marines, right? And we were the Marines were the bad guys. We were living in the thorn bushes of Vegas, and then the airborne, and I think another unit from the 2nd Marine Division was also the aggressor too. But so we were there, and but I had leave in San Juan, a bunch of us, and so we all went to San Juan. So I am 18 years old. I'm wearing Jams, colorful Jams shorts, like tennis shoes, and I got a white, like, wife beater tank top, but it was styling back then. And I had like a Hawaiian shirt over it, it was a style back then, right? And I could never, I grew up around casinos because my parents were gamblers, and so I'd gone to. So now I'm 18, I can gamble in Old San Juan.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So my friends are at the beach or at some resort or some hotel. We're just out there for a couple of nights, and I go, I want to go gamble. So I go and I walk into the casino where I just talked about my beach clothes after being on the beach, for a few hours.
You can't go in there.
And the watching man at the door is like, oh, no, stop. And I'm like, oh man,
you gotta wear a tie.
I thought I was old enough. And he goes, wait. And he goes to the closet. He comes out with a white dinner jacket and puts it on me.
Yeah.
He goes, now you can go in.
You have to have a coat and tie.
So I had a white dinner jacket.
Yeah.
Over my Hawaiian shirt with my wife beater and my Jams. And I'm gambling, and they're bringing me drinks. I'm 18 years old. I am just 11, right? Yeah. But that was it. But I thought they were going to kick me out. No, he wanted my money. I had to wear a jacket.
That's the way the casino is in Malta. Yeah. You got to be dressed up. You have to have a coat and tie.
Yeah. So I had a good time. There was a chart house. I remember there was a chart house in Old San Juan. I remember we had dinner there, and it was cool. We had a good time. All right, let's talk. We got a few stories to show. We are going to react to some videos and what's going on in the. And I'm sorry, we were off the last couple of weeks. I was traveling last week, and then the week before, I think Scott was. Dude, you were gone, and then Scott and I were going to do it. Then we ended up not doing it, and then I
had the funeral the week before.
That's right. And then, but we have a few things we'll talk about here and get back in the groove, and we're just going to react both. I have not seen these videos. There is one I think at the end that I picked, but I have not seen these. So if you're watching me to react to these videos, we're going to watch as a police officer, retired CHP officer. I have not seen it, so I'm going to react live. I think Steve has probably seen these, so he'll have to fake it. But let's go. We'll start here. Well, let me see what we got here. I think we're in Milwaukee. Off-duty cop opens fire. Steve, we'll just let it start playing, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, this off-duty Milwaukee police officer is on his way to work in his personal vehicle, and he's got a dash cam in his personal vehicle.
Steve, you can hear the audio?
Yeah, I can hear it. You see that car sideswipes him, changing lanes. So they're going to pull over, and it's going to get ugly.
Oh, wait! Did he light him up?
No, he didn't light. He's in his personal vehicle. They're just pulling over because they're going
to have words. They're going to have words.
Well, he wants to exchange information. He got hit. He sideswiped him.
I didn't know he got hit.
I'm in the fucking lane.
Ooh. Nice. Yeah. I don't have a problem with this. That was awesome.
He hit the officer in the face with a gun.
He didn't know he was an officer, and he didn't know he was better armed than he was and better trained.
Exactly.
Stay out of the crowd. Don't move.
What's up, Tony? Tony, I like that video. Good for him. But let's look at the issues here. Check this out. What do we see back here? What would Scott be saying about this?
The background. Yeah, the background. You have to be aware of your background. But the officer really didn't have much choice to defend his life.
Tony, you're like my dad. My dad always say, "What's up, girls?" to me and my friends. But that was. Let's watch that again because that was. So he gets sideswiped here.
Yeah, he gets
right there.
Right there.
Wow. Okay. I missed that part. And you see school bus.
And you hear the officer say,
buses going by.
What the F are you doing? So he's following the guy so he can exchange information, insurance information, driver's information.
Okay,
the
so
guy,
yeah, they're good.
The guy pistol whips the officer, hits him in the face with a gun.
I'm in the fucking lane.
Ooh, hit him. I think, did he hit him with the gun?
He hit him with the gun, completely unprovoked.
And yeah, and a lot of guys may have their guns, but they might be wearing it like that guy was. I mean,
exactly.
like undercover or off duty was.
And in this case, the Milwaukee Police Department released the video before the 15-day requirement because the family was demanding accountability. And
for accountability for what? For their person being a bitch or what?
Well, the family actually they took responsibility, and they said that they don't have any problem with the shooting. They said it was justified.
Oh,
their family members.
Oh, okay. I apologize. I thought they were going to defend him. So they wanted accountability for their relative.
Well, they wanted to see what happened.
Look at me jumping to conclusions.
And once they saw the video, the family said it was a justifiable shooting.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the guy came out of cover. So I think what Tony's talking about is he's not done. The bad guy's not done here. He actually comes around the corner there, is going to shoot again. And I mean, I would think when he went down, it's the way that the cop draw down on him, he would have realized, oh wow, I should just give up.
Right.
You know. No, it's a good pick. Tony likes that one. And about my studio, you guys, my studio is gone because my studio is federally funded. And with the shutdown, they took it all away. Yeah, they're buying Homeland Security a bunch of Gulfstream jets instead. That's what they decided they were going to do.
Oh yeah. Oh, they also got to give. They're buying the president of Argentina a gold chainsaw, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I lost my studio because of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we like that. Tony's talking about our previous guy. Yeah, when you're stupid, you don't realize you don't know how you are stupid or
that was the last stupid thing he did on God's Green Acres.
He's dead though, right?
He's dead.
Oh wow. Yeah, I would say.
The family, you know, they're mourning the loss of their relative, but they said it's justified. The officer was completely justified.
Yeah, I'm more NSA. I'm more NSA. I'm not CIA, but yeah, whatever. Fugitive. I can't hear you. All this bar music. Okay, now there's Scott. Scott's got an iguana. Scott's got an iguana on his shoulder.
Oh my God!
In a San Juan someplace. All right, let's go. Let's move over to. We got. This is scary. This is some masked intruders. Let's just play it out.
Police investigating this chilling video captured on a Ring doorbell camera. Showing 3 people in Halloween costumes outside a home in Alexandria, Virginia, late Tuesday night. The 3 apparently laughing at first. But then their actions quickly become more sinister as the people inside refuse to open the door.
Hey, they better hope it's not that off-duty cop's house.
No kidding. Again, I don't know. What's going through people's heads sometimes.
1, 2.
I think
that's when I would have started shooting at too, right out my door.
Yeah.
I said Happy Halloween when they first came, asked them to get off the property. When they didn't, that's when I realized it wasn't a joke anymore.
Our affiliate, WJLA, speaking to Shayla, one of the family members inside.
They tore the whole thing down.
She says the trio made its way to the backyard, destroying her fence and damaging a backdoor screen.
They came through there, and that's how they entered to get to our door to be able to knock on the back door.
Police are now working to identify the individuals.
We're going to take every step once we identify them to prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law.
What at first was seen as an unnerving prank, police now say was an attempted burglary.
Going around to their backyard, destroying property, really brings alarm and transitions from a prank to a criminal offense. And we take these incidents seriously.
Really scary. And the chief says people should not be made to feel unsafe in their homes. But Shayla, who stays in the home with her mom, says that's exactly how they felt. Police are asking neighbors to check their cameras and share footage as investigators pledge to track down the people behind those masks.
If anybody out there knows who they are, you can send us a tip at tips@fugitive.com. That's TIPS@fugitive.com.
But again, so dumb because
absolutely dumb.
So maybe they know who they're met. Maybe you know it's a lady and her daughter, and they don't think they can protect themselves, something like that.
Yeah, I would bet a paycheck that Virginia is any fool can carry a gun state, and I'm surprised that they didn't get shot.
I'll give you a tip. I didn't see The Neighbor, Tony. I didn't see the Good Neighbor movie. Steve, did you see it?
No, I haven't. But now I'm going to now.
There's a couple marine. There's a marine comedy on Netflix about around the time it's set in the time when I was in the Marines, and then there's a new more or documentary type.
Pete Hegseth's not happy with that movie.
Oh, well, Pete can go pound sand.
Yeah.
You know, I actually listened to Pete's speech, and I actually agree with a lot of the okay, just be tough and focus on this one thing. But it's the way he did it is just kind of.
He could have put it in. He could have put it in an email.
Yeah. I don't. Look, I don't think it's right. I have no problem with the transgender people in the military and stuff like that. I know people are in it, and I've talked to people that are in it live right now. And they go, it's not a big deal. They do have their job. They do their job. And the women thing, there's women that can cut these units, women that do a lot of cool jobs. So, but I get it being tough and being focus on killing and destroying the enemy and stuff like that. We do have some rules we need that we're supposed to follow. But I get a lot of that. I mean, there's so much training. You got to watch this video. You got to watch this. You got diversity this, diversity that. Okay. A lot of that can be just, there was a lot of mandatory things that had to be done, but the way these guys do it with their woke bullshit comments, it's the military was badass before Trump got involved. And if for someone who didn't even fucking serve and avoided it all,
exactly.
Back in the day. So, I have no problem with the military under Biden, because it was still pretty badass, and I know people in it, and I can tell you it's pretty badass. So anyway, all Marines are gay, right? Yes, at least 30 to 40% gay. That is friggin' true. In my sense, it was just in a fashion sense, but yes. Okay, so. And if you're a Marine and disagree with me, you're wrong because you're part gay. So I don't want to hear about that. Just like all San Jose cops are part gay, all of them, every one of them.
Yeah.
So
the secret's out.
The secret's out. Yeah. So, all right. And if you guys disagree with me, let me know in the comments, please. I got video. All right. So, okay. All right. Train going by. I got the front door open.
Uh-oh.
All right, so I got waiting for those trick or treaters to come by. I want to talk to them. All right, so let's go over here. We are in. I missed where we were at on this one.
So what part of the country are you going to now?
This is police respond to girl being kidnapped. This is the pickup truck.
Oh, this is in the great state of Florida.
All right, let's go. Watch it. I got to make a graphic that says "Oh, Florida." And then every time we do a Florida thing,
yeah,
I still got to do that. All right, let me get this.
Wow.
This 18-year-old fought her way out of a kidnapping, but as officers chased down the suspect, they couldn't have imagined what else they would find.
Male was shoplifting and then forced the employee out of the store, tried to push her into the truck.
Hey, who's the victim? Okay, so you work at the smoke shop. What happened?
My daughter was looking for a job in LA, but she ended up getting one. And I looked at her apartment. There was a smoke shop like a block. I go get a job there. She goes, all my friends shopping there. I don't want to be the one working over there like that.
So this guy came in earlier, probably like 2 hours ago, just to use the bathroom. I didn't think anything of it, and he walked out.
They're just getting her statement here, Mark. You can fast forward it, and I'll tell you when you can stop.
On the counter, and I was like, so you have to go back around. And then he
Okay, well, let me.
and he started like pushing me like out of the way and everything. And then eventually he walked back around the counter, and it started going towards the front door.
So give us the gist of her statement here.
Basically, she's working in the smoke shop alone, and this guy comes in, he's shoplifting, and then he winds up. She tries to stop him, and then he winds up trying to force her into his pickup truck. And you'll see that pickup truck is a dark colored gray, it looks like a Tundra. And,
yeah, that was the first part of the video. Okay.
And what happens? What happens here is
let's watch it.
Okay.
And you can go there. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
A hit on the suspect's vehicle hinted at his location, and the officers soon found themselves at his residence, prepared to apprehend him.
We got another unit. They're going to come and talk to you and get a statement. Is that injuries?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go to his house because we have a flock hit. I think the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
The other.
So, Steve, in this case too, you'd have to do a show up, right? You'd have to bring the
victim to the scene and have them do an infield lineup. Right.
You and the victim could be like in the back of the patrol car, 10 windows or something like that, and just do that. Right. You can't bring the suspect to the victim. You got to bring the victim to the suspect.
To the suspect. Correct.
Okay. All right.
Now we stop for one moment here, Mark. They didn't have the flock system when I was working, so I'm not real familiar with it. But he says that they got a flock hit. Mm-hmm. But what happened is that they have the wrong vehicle. They have the wrong vehicle, and so this poor guy and his girlfriend get terrified because the police are with a loudspeaker telling them your house is surrounded. Come out, blah blah blah. Put your hands up, and they hang. And the guy does not match the description. The vehicle does not match the description. So I don't know how they got a flock hit. I'm not familiar with the system.
Well, I don't. Maybe they entered in. Maybe they were given the wrong license plate.
Yeah, maybe
digit. Or the flock hit misread the plate. Sometimes the license plate reader might think an E is an F or something like that.
Yeah,
this is the bottom part. So okay, let's watch.
So we'll go to the scene, and then they'll eventually realize that they have the wrong people, and they'll apologize to them.
Got it. Unit's gonna come here and grab it in the interview. Okay. Okay.
And you can see the poor kid's terrorized. He's almost in tears. He's so scared.
Cover and top.
Dylan, County Sheriff's Office, come outside with your hands up.
I'm gonna push to the other side of my car so I can see the front door.
Okay. This is the County Sheriff's Office.
See how they're doing this because they're
Did he push you
this
onto
guy,
the front?
the suspect is a kidnapping suspect.
Right.
Or anything?
No,
Okay.
I don't know. I think this was because I was like trying to hold myself from getting out, and I think it dragged it against the door because he was pushing me out.
Okay.
Hold the tone, please.
Dylan, County Sheriff's Office.
So they're at the wrong house.
With your hands up.
Right.
What about a description of him?
White guy. I want to say like it was so hard to catch, but he wasn't old. He was like 20 to 30ish, like in the younger category, probably under 30. Brown hair. I can't remember if it was curly or wavy. I believe he had a hat on.
Good point, Tony. Yes.
Window.
Bottom window.
10-12 with a female. 10-12 with a female.
Come outside with your hands up.
Nice ink work, officer.
Dylan, come back to us. Keep going.
I really feel sorry
what?
for this poor kid and his girlfriend. They're just
Yeah, something's not adding up. Well, the pictures. Yeah, definitely not Walmart guy, but that's not him.
No, that's not him at all.
No.
Sorry for the mix-up.
Poor guy. Look at him, man. He's
Oh, I know. Yeah, I feel so sorry for him.
Same area, same time.
Poor guy's
okay.
terrified.
So it sounds to me like they assumed that vehicle was his. They saw it in the flock camera. They assumed that was it.
Correct. But the if you saw the initial video of the girl being forced in the truck, it was a dark colored truck, and I guess this kid's truck was white.
Okay.
He has really good cameras. Have you seen it still?
Yeah, I was just trying to get both while we were here. If y'all had one.
The mix-up caused the officers to waste quite a bit of time, and while they were busy checking the cameras, 2 patrolling FWC officers had an interesting update.
That's 10-4. The vehicle is not
Reggie says hi.
right now.
These are fish and game officers who happen to get in a pursuit with the suspect, but they don't know it's the kidnapping suspect. They just think it's their failure to yield.
Rolling this way, probably they're going to need to be coming from A1A 206 area. Just signal 14. The reason for the stop is reckless driving past us in a bike lane, and we're currently traveling 65 miles per hour.
Wow.
Now the crook thinks, I'm sure the crook thinks that the fish and game people are after him because of the kidnapping, but the fish and game officers are after him for speeding.
All right, turn the volume down. You think that the crooks thinks that the fish and game are after him because of the kidnapping, but they're just going after him for a speed stop.
Right.
Thank God she got away. Look at that.
Yeah.
He's still going after her. Tell me they shot this guy.
I'm not gonna ruin it for you.
Hands up! Get out! Get out now! Driver, hands up! Out the exit now!
Okay,
Put your hands out the window! Out now!
Oh, get out! Oh, I don't like that
Open your door
position.
with your hands out the window now! Now! Get down on your face now! Is there anybody else in the car?
I'm surprised he didn't take off running.
Hands on your head now! On your head now! Hands on your head!
I think he's probably loaded or drunk.
On your head! Megan, you got lethal? Get your hands on your head now!
Cruce sus dedos detrás de su cabeza.
Don't move. Don't move. Hands be on your back now.
And they just think he's fleeing from a speed stop.
Right. They think he's just a failure to yield. So reckless driving. And eventually they'll put 2 and 2 together with the sheriff's office.
What the hell are you doing? You smoked, so you decided to run. That's a real dumb reason to run. Do you have any weapons on you? Roll over.
So the way she's yelling at him, and I've been there, but you're so amped up about what just happened. So you're like, I got you, and you get older. Well, I don't know. Even when I was older, I probably did. But there are a lot of times you catch yourself or you catch your partner doing that. And you got to, okay, man, the guy's cuffed. We got him. Everyone's got to bring it down a notch, right? But you're amped. You're human. You're human. You're amped up. You're amped up.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I've had to where I've just told the other officers, okay, everybody just calm. We got them cuffed. Everybody take a deep breath now.
No, you were the guy. No, I was told you were the guy kicking people when the cameras are off and stuff. No, that wasn't you.
They want to drag him right away and stuff him in the police car. I said, everybody catch your breath.
I got videos of Steve with a sap back in the day. I always bring that joke up. All right, and I'm just kidding.
But like you say, as you get older, you learn you learn.
That way.
Yeah, maybe.
We need to smoke.
I mean, I smell it.
Yeah, like within the last.
Roll them on that side.
You smoked recent?
A little bit.
How recent?
I don't know.
10 minutes?
A couple minutes, yeah.
Couple minutes,
Hold on,
yeah.
let me clear out that seat, Megan.
Yeah, everyone's calmed down now.
Yep.
Apart from the attempted kidnapping, the male had shoplifted from a Walmart earlier in the day, and even the truck he was driving was stolen.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. So he knew he was up to no good.
Yeah, he wanted to get the truck, the girl. So he's got his weed. He was just out gonna go. He was going out.
Yeah.
I guess so.
They got rapid ID. We'll see if he's out of Florida.
Y'all find any vapes on him or anything?
A bunch of like a container this big.
Well, he robbed a vape shop. That's why we're trying to.
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah. So he robbed. Robbery.
So you see the sheriff's office is there, and
Just right
they're
now.
now, and they're putting two and two together.
What? You guys want them?
Oh, yeah.
That's all y'all.
You guys want them?
That's like gonna roll up on a San Jose DUI stop. You guys want them? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would suggest you stop tensing up. Understood?
You know, screw him. Go back in.
Okay.
You're John, though.
Get him.
I'm just trying to get some.
All right,
Whatever,
get
sit
back
down.
in. Get back in.
We're taking him.
Would you like me to push you or you want to get back in?
No, I would like
Get
us
back in.
all to get into a car.
Get back in.
We'll take him because we have a bunch of other charges on him.
Get back in. Look at how many cops you have sitting around you.
Yes, I know.
Okay, so get back in or I will push you back in.
Okay,
Get back in.
okay. I would like someone to come with me. Or two.
I don't know what side they're on, but I'm not about to play that game. So get in that car right now. You do not have a choice. You understand me?
Okay.
I gave you a choice. Look at how many people you got.
I don't miss that
Now.
trying to get them to get back in the car.
Oh, wow, he's fighting the guy.
Doing now. Put your feet in the car and stay still.
Today's not the day, my friend. You might want to just sit chill.
You reach for something again, and I'll you up. You understand me? Do not do that.
There's no easy way to force somebody in the backseat of a car, man. It's
Okay,
just
we're good.
You might as well just transport
Oh,
him.
at one point you would just pull him out and wrap him, right?
Yeah.
You wrap him and then hog time in the
I'm
back.
glad someone was around me. That's why I'm glad y'all were right behind me.
Though the man was swiftly brought to justice, his 18-year-old victim was left justifiably traumatized and fearful for her safety.
No, if he does ever come back, like he gets
not
out
only
and
her,
comes
but
back
the
here, like,
kid and his girlfriend are traumatized also. They got pulled out of their apartment.
No, if he does ever come back, like he gets out and he comes back here, and like I'm still here working, what do I do? Like, cause if like he just
shoot him?
walks in.
Well, so
It's Florida. You shoot him, right?
Yep.
Right, Tony?
well, it would be illegal for him to remotely be in this area. It'd be
Is
a
that
part
gonna
of
be
his
like the whole county?
So you shoot him.
So it's an injunction. So
Florida has that stand your ground law, right?
I think it applies here.
He does get out, he might be on a monitor. I don't know, but a lot of those times they do.
Yeah, she's.
monitors and
I
stuff
get
like
it too.
that.
She's
So
she's
we have a really
terrified.
sophisticated
Sure.
system, to track
Yep.
people.
If that was my
So
daughter,
it's not like-
if that was my daughter, that'd be her last day working there.
from that type of stuff.
God bless
So it's
Florida.
not-
Yes, Tony, you're
it's
right.
not as
God
easy
bless
as
it.
people think. But it just depends on what he gets. But he might be on a GPS monitor and stuff, and that way, if he does get out, we will know where he's at. And if he comes anywhere, we're already notified before you even know.
Okay.
So definitely that. And he basically tried to kidnap you. So
Yeah.
this isn't.
Which is the most serious charge of all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like the robbery, then the kidnapping, the
stolen
stolen car,
vehicle.
the stolen car, and the pursuit of the low ones here.
I would think he'd be looking at some serious time.
Almost says hi, Steve.
Back at the
Hey,
jail,
Momo.
the male refused to provide a breath sample and gave the most bizarre
Uh-oh.
reason for the attempted kidnapping.
The DUI refusal.
Uh-oh. There you go. There's a serious charge.
You don't think so? You told me earlier that you did.
Yeah, I might have.
Yeah.
Might have.
Why are you having trouble remembering? I've always had trouble remembering, kind of like, I just forget shit all the time.
So I read this to you? Gotta read it to you? You have the right to remain silent.
With these rights in mind, do you wish to continue talking to us now?
So you said earlier that you had, when you were in the truck on the way here, you said that you had alcohol. Do you remember what you had?
Probably some kind of mixer, wine mixer.
Like where they sell the gas station?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they come in little balls or something like that, right? Or is that the other thing that I'm thinking of?
No, yeah, little balls.
Yeah. You said you had today as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any other sort of?
No, honestly, I haven't been getting a lot of sleep, but I don't know if we're gonna produce any meat. And I know I told you I take the test, but I don't even know if I can pee right now.
Okay.
Okay.
You said you did take today?
My cat's taking over my station here. So.
Yeah, I can see that.
How much you talking?
Yeah, pretty large portion of her.
If the show goes blank, she hit a button or something.
It's Momo's fault.
She's all right.
What girl?
What'd you do?
The abduction.
You want to talk about it?
If you want.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. I just literally I wanted just to hang out with her.
Oh, okay.
But
He had bath salts. He said.
I got mad. And fucking just took off. I literally, but you get to a certain point, you can just like, oh my god, Brian.
Yeah.
Damn.
So back to.
Yeah.
You smoked through.
Yeah, preferably, yeah.
Okay, how many do you think you smoked today?
So basically, he's saying he's so friggin' high, he doesn't know what he did. He just doesn't. He doesn't know why he did what he did.
The old diminished capacity defense.
Yeah, the cat's not funded by the government, so she's on her own. Yeah, definitely.
I don't know what the cat's doing, but my screen keeps freezing.
Literally.
Okay.
I don't even want to take this test anymore.
You don't want to take it anymore?
Okay. You don't want to take it, so you're refusing to take the test?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll just mark it down as a refusal.
All right, you hang tight here and let them know, okay?
The 18-year-old victim later gave an interview to local news outlets about her dangerous encounter and its aftermath.
How are you doing at this point in time? And can you kind of tell us a little bit of your processing, your thought process since this happened?
Well, I'm still trying to recover from it. Obviously, it was pretty traumatic. But yeah, lately I've just been trying to focus on myself and get back to work.
What actions did you take to try to get away from him?
I just kept fighting back and screaming.
Yeah.
What was going through your head when he grabbed you and dragged you to his car?
Just that I had to get away, and I was terrified that he was going to hurt me.
Throughout this experience, have you gone through any personal protection training before? And how did you know what to do in order to get away from him?
I have not done any personal protection things yet, but my parents had always taught me that whenever you're in any sort of danger, you always fight back.
Are you still working at the smoke shop?
No, I'm not. The boss did let me and my sister go.
Do you know why? Any reasoning?
No, he has not contacted either of us.
What's your reaction to that, of how he treated you through this situation?
Pretty upsetting, because he was my boss for a few months, and everything was going good up until that incident, and he just completely stopped talking to either of us.
Do you have any advice or words for other women who might find themselves in similar situations?
That's weird.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Just
there's something else going on there.
Quiet. Always fight back no matter what.
But Mark, law enforcement recommends that you fight back. Do not get in the vehicle. There's nothing good going to happen to you getting into somebody trying to force you into a vehicle. Fight back and try to run.
Yeah, Tony saying boss was in on it. I was thinking it might be more where he thinks he's going to be somehow liable.
Yeah, that's the
maybe
vibes I
he's
was getting.
and he's like, well, they're going to sue me at some point, so I need to get them out of here. My lawyer probably said you need to cut ties because the lawsuit's coming, and if you guys are still working together, it could complicate things. Stuff like that.
Those are the vibes I was getting also. But the advice law enforcement has for women who are accosted like that is to fight back or run.
Oh yeah.
Do not get in the vehicle.
Use your keys. Yeah. Don't. Keep screaming, run. Good to know. Good to know. All right. We're gonna go to
even if they point a gun at you, do not get in the vehicle.
Chickawaukee police. Oh, I screwed that up. release a body cam. I don't know what this is. I'll let you tell me what this is all about. That was an interesting video.
Yes, it was.
All right, we'll play this out.
Okay. We begin with the release of a body cam video from a deadly shooting of a man involving Cheektowaga police in the city of Buffalo last week. And we do want to warn you, some of the footage may be considered graphic. Now, it all went down on Sanders Road last Wednesday when police were trying to arrest a man accused of assaulting a hotel employee in Cheektowaga earlier in the week. 7 News senior reporter Maki Becker has the details of the deadly incident.
We watched this one a few weeks ago.
Last Wednesday, Cheektowaga police went to North Buffalo searching
for
60-year-old Hugh Davis, a suspect in an assault. Police said there was a stay-away order of protection on Davis, and he wasn't allowed to be within a 1-block radius of the apartment. The officers were waiting on a warrant, but went to the apartment on Sanders Road to arrest him. You can
I remember the officer. I remember,
When officers attempt to contact Mr. Davis, the center of the door to the apartment becomes dislodged and fell into the apartment.
This is a end screen here.
As Mr. Davis was exiting through the doorway of the apartment, he lunged at the officers.
Police showed this part slowed down. You can see the knife circled.
Mr. Davis swung the knife a second time, almost striking an officer near their unprotected neck and chest area. We will not draw any conclusions about whether the officers acted consistently.
I don't have a problem with what they did.
No,
within 2 feet.
They were being criticized because some people were under the impression that the officers were unlawfully trying to make entry into the apartment without a warrant, and that wasn't the case. The door fell apart on them as they were trying to knock on the door. It fell apart, and then he came at them with the knife, and they were not forcing the confrontation. And
I asked former Erie County District Attorney John Flynn to watch the body cam videos with me.
I think he's going to go over that.
The door is coming apart here. Correct. I would make the argument that they didn't intend to knock that down, okay? A defense lawyer, though, is going to argue the opposite, okay? If you have a warrant, and on the warrant it allows you to enter into someone's home, you're allowed basically to bust in and enter that house. With the warrant, okay? If you don't have the warrant, then what you have to do is you have to knock on the door, you have to have him open the door, and he's either got to let you in or you got to get him outside.
Hugh Davis's family had the chance to view the body cam video before it was released. They told me it answered some questions, but they're waiting for the final report from the Attorney General's office. Maki Becker, 7 News.
And he died too?
Yes. And in this case, this particular police department was in another city making contact with a follow-up in another jurisdiction. And that's why you have 2 police departments involved in the investigation.
Oh my gosh, I got so many I got cat all over me here taking over my studio. Yeah. All right.
Well, it's a miracle that the officer wasn't stabbed in that incident.
Yeah. You know who would not have gotten stabbed or who would have done this a lot cleaner, because when he was an officer, he was a real, he was a badass. And we're talking about our good friend George Santos. But George had some good news. Let's check it out. Let's watch George's thing here.
Breaking news we learned just moments ago. President Trump has commuted the prison sentence of former New York Congressman George Santos. He'd been convicted of wire fraud and identity theft. Tonight we have learned he will now go free. Authorities have said he lied about details in his personal life, his professional life, his academic background, and got elected to Congress. Santos had pleaded guilty to those federal charges of wire fraud and identity theft. President Trump posting a short time ago calling Santos a rogue, releasing him from prison immediately and wishing him, in his words, good luck, enjoy your life. Let's get right to our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce, leading us off with the breaking news. Mary, what have you learned?
Well, David, the president just moments ago announcing that he has commuted George Santos's sentence, saying he is releasing him from prison immediately.
takes away from the Epstein stuff and whatever else is going on. This type of stuff serves no purpose. I don't even think the Republicans like this guy, but he knows that the other side is going to get so amped up about this, or at least they're going to spend 10% of the news day, 20%, like we're right now, or 20% of the news day on this story, that it's not going after the Epstein files. You know, the young lady who accuses who said the prince raped her, and I apologize, I don't know her name. I was watching the experts morning. She's like, she voted for Donald Trump because he said he would release the files. And I was watching and I'm sorry, I just turned into an Epstein's file thing because the FBI collected a bunch of tapes from Epstein's property, videotapes. Where are they? What's going on? I don't even follow it that much, you know, but it's like, yeah, where are all those videotapes? You know, and what's going on here? And so this is all distraction. No one gives a shit about this guy. Even the Republicans are embarrassed.
Well, yeah, but Mark, he was ordered by the court to repay over $300,000 to the victims that he ripped off in his frauds.
Santos? Yeah.
Yes, he owes the victims that he stole from over $300,000, and all that is swiped clean. He doesn't have to pay any.
Oh, really?
Correct.
And he can go back to his. Wasn't he doing like Cameo? Wasn't he doing like OnlyFans or Cameo? Like, you know, Cameo, right? You can pay people to give a message. In fact,
right,
Steve, if you want, you could pay Tony. If you want, you could pay Steve $25 right now, and he'll do a birthday message for anybody you want. So $25, Steve Verdeen will do a birthday message for you, Tony.
Yeah. So if you were one of his victims, I don't think you'd be very happy that he got all that forgiven.
And again, why was he forgiven? Why?
Exactly.
This guy's not. In no way is any sort of a benefit to the Republicans at all.
Nothing.
I mean, no one likes this guy. I don't know. Are there Republicans like this guy? Did Mike Johnson like this guy? So this is just a distraction. This is just fills the news day. Every day, I think they're on AI.
It was just a poke in the eye. It's just a poke in the eye. I'm going to own the libs. I'm going to poke them in the eye with this one.
Yeah. What's his name? Scott Galloway says every day they go into AI and they say, what can we do today to just keep people off the Epstein file story?
Yeah.
And they you could do this crazy thing, and that will get people riled up. I'm riled up right now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, let's tear down the east wing of the White House.
Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that too. Okay, we're going over to it's called the psych. I just get AI to do it for free.
Yeah.
It's called a psych op, he said.
Yep,
all right.
psych ops. That's exactly right.
Exactly it. All right. Cannabis store employee found.
This is amazing.
Count 1, murder in the first degree, Tahir Burley, not guilty. Count 3, murder in the first degree, King Lawrence, not guilty. Count 5, attempted murder in the first degree, Jalen Hudson, not guilty. Count 6.
We begin with breaking news this afternoon. A Portland cannabis store employee was found not guilty on all counts after he was accused of shooting and killing 2 people who attempted to rob a cannabis store in North Portland. Thanks for joining us. I'm Stephanie Domerat.
And I'm Tim Gordon. According to investigators, 35-year-old Jason Steiner was the only employee working at the LaMotta cannabis shop back on October 3rd, 2024. Surveillance video captured 3 masked men entering that store and holding him at gunpoint. Steiner was forced out of the front door, then returned moments later, firing 13 shots through the window. Steiner then ran across the street and called 911. 2 of the robbers were pronounced dead at the scene. Again, Steiner.
Now in California, what Tony's saying, California's going to say that he was out of the store, he could have run away, right? There's no defense going on here. They already let him go. Is that am I right there?
That's what the district attorney in Oregon
was trying to charge him with, like
they did charge him. They tried him.
Right. They tried him, and the jury. And it was a jury trial. They found him not guilty.
The jury trial found him not guilty on all counts.
Yeah.
Now again, Mark, to the people who want to carry guns. look at the hell he went through. He had to sit in jail for what, 1 or 2 years.
Right.
His family, maybe his grandparents, had to mortgage their homes and cash in their pensions to pay $200,000 in legal fees to get this guy out of jail.
And this one's real, Steve. This one's real. This is not some fake. Someone saying, "Grandma, I'm in jail," and you go down and you buy a bunch of Home Depot gift cards.
Right, and
I'll be here all week, folks.
He doesn't have, immunity, like law enforcement when you're carrying a gun and you decide.
But even then, law enforcement to make that shoot legal, and they got to be pointing a gun at you, or law enforcement's got to think they're going to be shot at, right? Because if law enforcement said, "Hey, everyone put their guns down," and they pointed their guns, law enforcement could shoot them. But just going in the window like that and start shooting the guys, I get it. I get why the prosecutor went after him, because I'm looking at it going, okay, God bless this guy. Fuck those dudes. Sorry, those guys in the store. But I understand why he was prosecuted, because if they didn't at least try to prosecute him, then it would get a little crazy. And maybe someone more innocent would be hurt in the long run of this.
But again, the jury may have sent a message, said, we're tired of robberies. We're tired. Maybe that the message is jury was sending also. But again, if you want to carry a gun and you're not a police officer, you want to carry a gun and you decide to use it, you don't have the immunity that law enforcement has, and you could lose your house, your pension, your savings, and wind up sitting in jail for 2 years. And you may be found not guilty, but you still, look at the price you paid.
Yeah, it's it's interesting. I get why the prosecutor went ahead and filed the case, because they're gonna say, "Dude, you should have just left." But I have no sympathy for the robbers at all.
No, I don't either. But there are states that the prosecutor probably would not have charged. Charged.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see that in Florida with the stand your ground, or Texas with the stand your ground thing come into play.
Louisiana, Mississippi, those states, they may not have charged him.
Tony's like, it's not even his weed.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, all right. I have something I want to show you guys. I thought was pretty cool. Let me see if I can find it here. Give me a second here. I got to figure out what the hell I just did. All right. So I saw this today from Campbell PD, and I thought it was pretty cool.
Home Depot subject to
that's on
Home
Instagram.
Depot bucket full of merch.
We have our drone out there that has an eye on him, and an officer's on the way.
Channel 149, I can't. 1095 on him over the overpass.
So in the
Camera 149, he's running.
He had a bunch of stolen property, tools and stuff in the bucket.
Yeah, in the Home Depot bucket.
We see him crossing Hamilton. He's now on the north side of the street, continuing eastbound. And now he's crossing back.
Oh, so I saw myself 140 code 3.
He's now wearing a green shirt. He's still on the track. Looks like he's going to jump over the fence. He's jumping over the fence to the east of the track. 10-4. He went eastbound. He's going to be at the building east of Fidelity.
Lay flat on the ground now. Hands out to the side. Don't move. So you mean you're going hands?
Okay.
Your family's going.
Don't move. Shoplifting just occurred.
Our viewers can see that on our Instagram.
Oh, you can see it on my Instagram, stolen911.com.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I did no, but no, go to Fugitive Watch Instagram. Yeah, so technology, Campbell PD. Thank God that wasn't you, Tony. I know you go to that Home Depot. Technology is changing the way we respond to crime, helping us make Campbell safer. Campbell PD responded to Home Depot after a suspect was seen stealing merchandise. Thanks to our drone as a first responder DFR program and public safety camera network, our drone pilot quickly located the suspect and guided officers to Highway 17 overpass. And that's what you're going to see. We were talking to the Gilroy officer a couple weeks ago about, eventually they got these mobile drone units. They drive around, they can launch them from their cars. Eventually that drone's just going to leave from, the Gilroy PD is right in the middle of town. That thing's just going to take off from the PD roof, and it's going to be able to cover and get this scene a lot quicker than a lot of officers, especially when you got a shoplifting. I can almost see them having a drone unit like out the outlets, right? Because outlets have had so many, Gilroy outlets over the years had so many smash and grabs and stuff like that.
Mark, I'm glad you brought this up. On our next show, we're going to feature a driverless police car that is being utilized now by police departments that doesn't even have a police officer in it, and it can launch its own drone, and it can spot problems, and then notify police officers of what it sees.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
One more thing I want to share with you guys. So I live in Morgan Hill, and I put together a Facebook page called South Valley Crime Watch.
I saw that video.
Yeah. So I put together a Facebook page called South Valley Crime Watch, and the Instagram is under the same Instagram account is Hinch PI. So Hinch PI is the Instagram account. But I did it I'm just going around, gonna go over some cases that I've worked locally that my clients have allowed me to talk about, or sometimes my clients are going to be in it. And then in this case, I took on, if you go out to Watsonville Road over the last month, you're going to see this boat. Where is it? You're going to see this boat on the side of the road, and it's been there for like 3 months now. It's all painted with the graffiti and stuff. And when I was a highway patrol officer in South County, I would work that area, Watsonville Road, a lot, and McKean, all those roads, and people would dump shit like this. And I would I would work it until I solved it. I try to. And so I kept driving by this every day, going out to Aptos for a case. And at one point I just go, you know what? I want to figure out what's going on with this boat. So I just did a whole series of videos that I'm in the middle. I'm about 2/3 of the way through the case right now. And I actually talked to a sheriff's deputy yesterday, and he's like, look, if we can identify someone, we're going to charge them with dumping it. But the video, this first one's like 10 minutes. My videos get shorter. First one's 10 minutes long. I'm getting them down to more like 1 or 2 minutes. I understand they're long. And I talk about what I do, and I just kind of go through the process of trying to identify who might have done this. And right now I've got this boat. It was registered to a family in San Jose, and then they sold it to a mechanic on Monterey Road in Morgan Hill. He sold it to a dude back in San Jose. He then sold it to another guy in San Jose. That guy died. The boat, I just found out, was stored up in Santa Clara when he died. And then somehow the boat ended up in Santa Clara and over here dumped on the side of the road. So I'm trying to make that connection to who actually dumped it like this. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, when I was at the sheriff's office, one crime that we would be expected to investigate that I never did when I worked for San Jose PD is garbage dumps, and that's because with the SO with the sheriff's office you have all those rural roads, people would go out there and just dump their garbage, and the landowner would call and complain, and I'd get dispatched, and they'd expect us to work it and figure out who dumped the garbage up there.
Yeah. And you know what though? It's a big deal. And the people that drive out Watsonville Road every day, they'll tell you, my God, who's doing it? And the funny thing is someone's going by and spray painting all the dump stuff the last few years, this weird pattern. And some people are like, oh yeah, figure out who did that. And I go, I don't really care about who did the painting. They're making,
and those are kind of expensive to dispose of too, aren't they?
So yeah. So the first video, I break it down. My own experience as a highway patrol officer, and I talked to some sheriff's deputies, and I talked to one of the local tow owners here. The tow company's going to have to spend about $1,600 to crush that boat eventually. After it sits in their yard for 38 days, you get a tow slip, get a junk slip. And we knew it was you, Frank. I knew Frank. Frank, I didn't want to. Frank, I get it. Okay. I think you and Scott put the boat out there.
Yeah.
But you're gonna there's an abatement fee. There's an abatement fund from the state. The state's gonna probably pay the tow yard about $2,500 eventually for dumping this boat, for moving this boat away. The tow yard is gonna be out about $5,000. Actually, the $2,500 is gonna cover their costs, but they're not gonna make any money off it.
They're not gonna make any money on it. No, and abandoned vehicles is a major problem in the state. Uh-oh, I think we lost Mark. Did Momo trip the extension cord? Mark, you froze. Let's see if Mark comes back. But yeah, abandoned vehicles are a major problem in the state of California. I believe Oakland did a count, and I think they have like 6,000 or 7,000 abandoned vehicles that they counted on the streets of Oakland, in the city, that have to be picked up and towed. Let's see, Mark, are you coming back? I think we lost Mark. I think he'll come back. Give him a couple minutes. But yeah, anyway, San Jose had that problem for a while, and then we actually organized an abandoned vehicle unit, and we had assigned officers to that. I think we had overtime officers, and we wound up really cleaning up the city from of junk vehicles. No, let me call him on. Let me see. Make sure he's okay. That Momo didn't electrocute him. Let's see, Mark, where are you at? Mark, M-A-R-C. Okay, where are you, Mark?
Okay.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
This is why you don't let your cats near your computer when you're doing a show. Because I'm on my laptop now. Because she hit the power thing and shut that whole thing down.
That's what I figured.
Hey, Mark, frozen. Yeah. So anyway, we were done. Anyway, appreciate it. Yeah, Momo walked behind and hit the power cord, which she tapped it enough just to reset the whole thing. So from now on, I gotta have my laptop standing by on the side.
You have to do something about that, Mark.
Yeah, I don't want it. Yeah, look, she's on the. Can you see her? There she is right now. There she is right there. She's right there. Yeah, so she's like, Dad, you're done. Hey, thanks, guys. Same thing. Thanks, Frank. Scott, enjoy your mojito and your iguana. Carmen, if you're watching, I love you. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay. Speedo, I'll call you in a minute.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.